The Hidden Problem, Senior Health Series. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever woken up feeling less like the man you once were? Like your energy's fading, your confidence isn't what it used to be, and something deep inside just feels off? You're not alone. Many older men silently face a loss of vitality, strength, and even self-worth. It's not just getting older. There's often a hidden reason behind it, and it's something most doctors rarely talk about. According to Dr. James, a seasoned medical expert with over 30 years in men's health, one overlooked root cause is poor circulation, specifically clogged veins in a very sensitive area, the penis. Yes, really. When blood flow is restricted down there, it doesn't just affect your intimacy, it impacts your energy, confidence, and even mood. Here's where it gets interesting. Dr. James isn't pushing some expensive pharmaceutical pill. Instead, he swears by something you probably already have in your kitchen: baking soda. This simple household ingredient, when used correctly, may support healthy blood flow, help reduce inflammation, and even assist in prostate function. And the science? It's starting to catch up. Some early studies suggest that baking soda may balance your body's pH, reduce oxidative stress, and promote better oxygen delivery, crucial for circulation and overall senior health. But before you grab a spoonful from the pantry, hold up. This isn't about gulping it down randomly. Like any natural remedy, timing, dosage, and consistency matter. Used wisely, it could become a small, powerful part of a daily routine that helps older men reclaim their vitality and feel more like themselves again. So the next time you feel off, ask yourself, is it just age, or something deeper you can actually do something about? Why blood flow declines after 60, Senior Health Series. So, why does this happen? Why do so many men, after the age of 60, start to feel like they've lost their edge? Well, one of the silent culprits is something we rarely think about: nitric oxide. This molecule is your body's natural vasodilator. It tells your blood vessels to relax and expand, helping oxygen and nutrients flow where they're needed most. But here's the catch. As we age, nitric oxide production drops. And when that happens, blood vessels, especially in the pelvic region, begin to stiffen. Not just physically, but energetically too. What used to be easy, getting up in the morning, bouncing back after intimacy, staying sharp throughout the day, starts to feel like a slow climb uphill. You might notice small signs at first. Your feet are always cold, mornings drag on longer than they used to, and it takes more time to recover after, well, mood swings may creep in, not because life's harder, but because your circulation is weaker. And yet, most men ignore these signs. They chalk it up to just getting older. But that mindset? It's dangerous. These aren't just age-related quirks. They're red flags. Early warnings that your body's internal highways, your blood vessels, are slowing down, backing up, or even shutting off in certain areas. The truth is, senior health isn't just about managing problems after they happen. It's about spotting the patterns early, so you can take control before the decline becomes permanent. So the real question isn't, am I getting old? It's, is my body asking for help, and am I finally ready to listen? What baking soda really does inside your body. Senior Health Series. Now, you might be wondering, how can something as simple as baking soda make a difference? Here's the science behind the surprise. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, works by neutralizing excess acid in the body, gently shifting your internal environment toward alkaline. And why does that matter? Because chronic acidity, which is common in diets filled with processed foods, red meat, and too much coffee, can fuel inflammation, restrict blood flow, and disrupt your body's natural production of nitric oxide. And as we've talked about, nitric oxide is the key to circulation, energy, and overall senior health. By creating a more alkaline environment, baking soda acts like a reset button. It doesn't force your body, it supports it. Dr. James likes to explain it like this. Imagine your bloodstream as a busy highway. When it's inflamed and acidic, it's like traffic at rush hour, jammed, slow, and frustrating. But once the acidity clears, the flow begins to move again. Not overnight, but gradually, the road opens up. And that's especially powerful for men who spend hours sitting, at a desk, in front of the TV, or in the car. When combined with inactivity and a poor diet, circulation slows down even more. But baking soda can offer a gentle boost, like removing debris from a blocked road, restoring movement, clarity, and energy to places that have felt shut down for years. Of course, it's not a miracle cure, but for many men over 60, it's a simple, affordable step toward feeling alive again. A daily habit that supports not just your heart or prostate, but your confidence, stamina, and quality of life. So the next time you reach for that bag of chips or skip your walk, remember this. Sometimes the smallest changes lead to the biggest turning points. How baking soda supports erections and energy. Senior Health Series. Let's bring this down to real life. Meet Richard, age 73. Retired teacher, grandfather of 5, and someone who, like many men, quietly struggled with fading energy and intimacy issues he didn't know how to talk about. It wasn't just about sex, he said. It was the mornings. I'd wake up foggy, stiff, tired. I didn't feel like me anymore. After learning about Dr. James's approach, Richard began using baking soda the right way. Not in excess, not randomly, but intentionally. Within just a couple of weeks, he noticed something unexpected. Mornings felt lighter. His energy returned. And yes, his confidence in the bedroom started to rebuild. Here's why it works. Baking soda doesn't just help circulation. It stimulates nitric oxide production, allowing blood vessels to dilate more easily, especially in the pelvic region. That means stronger erections, better blood flow, and faster recovery after intimacy. But there's more. Richard combined this simple shift with hydration, cutting back on processed foods and adding a short pelvic stretch routine each morning. Nothing intense, just movement. And the results? In 2 to 3 weeks, he wasn't just functioning, he was feeling alive again. And that's the heart of it. This isn't only about physical performance, it's about emotional well-being. Because when a man feels disconnected from his body, it chips away at his self-esteem, his relationships, and even how he shows up in daily life. But when he starts taking small, thoughtful steps, like Richard did, it sparks a chain reaction. Energy returns, hope comes back. And suddenly, senior health isn't just about avoiding disease, it's about living fully. So maybe the real question is, what would your life look like if you felt like yourself again? 3 mistakes to avoid. With baking soda. Senior Health Series now. Before you go running to your pantry and scoop out a spoonful of baking soda, slow down. Because while this simple remedy holds a lot of potential, there are a few common mistakes that can actually backfire if you're not careful. Mistake number 1. Taking it with food. This might sound harmless, but here's the deal. Baking soda is alkaline. And when you take it right after a meal, it can disrupt your stomach acid, which is essential for proper digestion. That means instead of feeling better, you might end up with bloating, indigestion, or even nutrient absorption issues. Best practice? Take it on an empty stomach, first thing in the morning or between meals. Mistake number 2, taking too much. This is a big one. More doesn't mean better. Some men think if 1/4 teaspoon works, maybe a full one will work faster. Wrong. Too much baking soda can raise sodium levels, cause bloating, and in some cases even spike blood pressure. Stick with just 1/4 teaspoon in a full glass of water. No more than once a day unless guided by a professional. Mistake number 3, skipping your medical check-ins. This is critical, especially if you're on medications for blood pressure, kidneys, or heart health. Baking soda may interact with certain medications or conditions, and while it's natural, it's not free from side effects. Always talk to your doctor before starting any new daily habit, even something as simple as this. Because remember, senior health isn't about chasing fads, it's about making informed, sustainable decisions that support your body, not overwhelm it. So yes, baking soda can help. but only if it's used with respect, consistency, and care. And if you've made any of these mistakes before, don't stress. The key is knowing better, so you can start doing better. Starting now. The 7-Day Baking Soda Protocol, Senior Health Series. So, how do you actually start? If you're ready to give baking soda a try, safely and effectively, here's a simple 7-day protocol that's helped many older adults regain their energy, clarity, and confidence. Each morning, begin your day with this quiet ritual. Mix 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda into 8 ounces of water and drink it on an empty stomach. That's it. This small act starts to shift your internal chemistry, neutralizing excess acidity and gently supporting better circulation and nitric oxide production. Want to take it a step further? Add a splash of fresh lemon juice. It's not just for taste, lemon can actually enhance the alkalizing effect and support your liver in detoxification. Now, once you've had your morning drink, don't just rush into the day. Give yourself 5 minutes. Yes, just 5. Focus on deep breathing, take a short walk around your space, or do a few simple pelvic stretches. These movements help activate blood flow in the lower body, especially the areas that often get ignored in sedentary life. In the evening, wind down with something gentle, like a cup of chamomile tea. It supports nervous system recovery, reduces inflammation, and helps your body settle into a healing state. Do this for 7 days straight, then take a short break, 2 or 3 days, to let your system reset. If it feels good, you can repeat the cycle as needed. The beauty of this protocol is its simplicity. No fancy equipment, no expensive pills, just a bit of intention, a little consistency, and respect for your body's natural rhythms. Because true senior health doesn't come from one giant leap. It comes from quiet, powerful steps you choose to take, day after day. And this could be your first. Boost results with these circulation foods, Senior Health Series. So you've started the 7-day baking soda protocol, great. But if you really want to take things to the next level, here's a secret. What you put on your plate can multiply your results. See, baking soda clears the way, but certain foods actually fuel the journey. They work hand in hand to improve nitric oxide levels, enhance circulation, and support long-term senior health from the inside out. Let's start with one of the most powerful, beets. Rich in natural nitrates, beets help relax blood vessels and improve flow, especially to the muscles and yes, even the pelvic region. Try beet juice in the morning or roasted beets with dinner. Next up, spinach. It's not just for cartoons. Loaded with magnesium, spinach supports nerve and muscle function, while also reducing inflammation. A perfect combo for aging bodies. Then there's tomatoes. Bright, juicy, and full of lycopene, they're excellent for prostate health, a top concern for many men over 60. Add fresh tomatoes to salads or enjoy a warm bowl of tomato soup in the evening. Now don't overlook watermelon. Besides being refreshing, it contains citrulline, which the body converts into, you guessed it, nitric oxide. It's nature's gentle way of supporting blood flow, especially during warmer months. And finally, walnuts. These are tiny powerhouses packed with arginine, another building block for nitric oxide. Just a small handful a day can make a real difference. When you combine these foods with the baking soda protocol, the effects aren't just temporary. They're longer lasting, more stable, and more natural. It's not a quick fix. It's a lifestyle shift, subtle, steady, and real. Because the truth is, senior health isn't about fighting age. It's about flowing with it, with the right tools, the right habits, and yes, the right foods by your side. The emotional side, rebuilding confidence, Senior Health Series. Let's talk about something deeper. Because this journey, it's not just about blood flow or energy or physical performance. For many men, the real challenge isn't in the body, it's in the mirror. You see, when energy fades, when mornings feel heavy, and when intimacy becomes uncertain, it's not just frustrating. It chips away at something sacred, your confidence. And here's the part no one says out loud, especially to older men. We live in a world that whispers, desire has an expiration date. That once you pass 60, 65, 70, you're expected to just let go of that part of yourself, to dim it, to shrink. But that's a lie. The truth is, desire doesn't fade with age, connection does. And when you lose connection to your body, your rhythm, your worth, that's when the confidence slips away. But here's the good news. You can reclaim it. Not just with supplements or protocols, but with intentional healing. Physical strength means little if you're still carrying quiet shame. But when you begin to feel progress, clearer mornings, stronger energy, better flow, something shifts. And one day, like Richard or countless others on this path, you wake up and say, I feel like me again. That moment, it's not small, it's a turning point. Because senior health is about more than numbers. It's about dignity. It's about presence. It's about remembering that no matter your age, you're still you. And that version of you deserves to show up fully. What to expect? Day by day, Senior Health Series. Now, if you're wondering, how soon will I feel something? That's a fair question. And the truth is, this journey isn't a magic trick. But if you stay consistent, the changes come, quietly, then suddenly. Here's what many men have noticed during the first 7 days of this protocol. Day 1 to 2. It often begins in the gut. You may feel lighter digestion, less bloating, and even smoother urination as inflammation gently eases in the lower belly. That tight, heavy feeling that's been sitting in your core, it starts to loosen. Day 3 to 4. Something subtle shifts in the morning. Your mind feels a little clearer. The day doesn't drag quite as much. And for some men, there's the mild return of morning erections, a quiet signal from the body that blood flow is improving, that something is waking back up. By day 7 and beyond, the real magic begins. You feel more stamina, not just physically, but emotionally. Mood lifts, confidence builds, and there's a deeper sense of control, like you're no longer drifting, but driving again. When you pair this with circulation-boosting foods and gentle movement, even 5 minutes a day, the results compound. They're not loud, but they're powerful. Because senior health isn't measured in quick wins. It's measured in the quiet return of things you thought you'd lost. Vitality, rhythm, and the simple joy of feeling good in your own skin. So if you're in the middle of the journey right now, keep going. If you're just starting, trust the process. Your body remembers how to feel alive. You're simply giving it permission. Conclusion, a new chapter of strength. Senior Health Series. So let's bring it all together. Yes, blood flow declines with age, but it doesn't have to stay that way. You're not stuck, you're not broken. And most importantly, this is not the end of your story. We've learned that baking soda isn't some miracle cure. It's a reset tool, a simple yet powerful way to shift your body back toward balance. But on its own, it's just the beginning. When you combine it with the right foods, small daily movement, and, yes, emotional healing, something bigger begins to happen. You don't just move better, you feel better. You wake up with more clarity, more control, and more of yourself back in the driver's seat. And isn't that what we all want? Not to chase youth, but to feel vital, present, connected, and strong at any age. So here's your invitation. Follow the protocol. Start small. Stay consistent. Give yourself 7 days of focused care and see what begins to shift. Because maybe this isn't about fixing what's wrong. Maybe this is about reclaiming what's always been there, waiting for you to return to it. You're not too late. You're just in time for a new chapter of strength. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs a reminder. Vitality doesn't fade. It just needs to be reawakened. And stay tuned. Our next video will explore the 7 movement habits every man over 60 should know to boost circulation and regain masculine energy. Until then, take care of yourself. You deserve it.